Hey there, welcome to the video. In this video, I will teach you about the Pokémons that spawn in specific regions. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe. From the YouTube analytics, we can see that only 6% of the viewers are subscribed. It means a lot to me if you can take a second to subscribe. Okay, now let's start with the video. We begin with the Lake Trio legendary Pokémons. Uxie, the Yellow Lake Trio Pokémon, can be found in Asia-Pacific regions. Mesprit, the pink one, can be found in Europe, Middle East, Asia, and Africa. Then we have Azelf, the blue one, left. He can be found in North and South America and in Greenland. Did you know that there are also fighting Pokémon that are regional? Let me introduce Sawk Throh. Sawk can be found in Europe, Asia, and Australia. You can find Throh in North and South America. Our favorite little friend with a leek in his hands, Farfetch'd. But where can we find him? Farfetch'd can be found in South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, and let's not forget Hong Kong. We all know Panpour the blue ape, Pansear the red ape, and Pansage the green ape. But where do we catch these apes? Pansage can be found in the Asia-Pacific regions. Pansear can be found in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India. And Panpour can be found in North and South America and Greenland. Stonjourner, the Pokémon that looks like a stone. Stonjourner's design is inspired by the famous landmark Stonehenge. That's why it only can be found in the United Kingdom. Since we were talking about stones, let's talk about this Pokémon made out of bricks, Stakataka. You can encounter him in the Eastern Hemisphere. In the Eastern Hemisphere, you can also find a regional Pokémon. It's Blacephalon, a legendary fire and ghost-type Pokémon. And let's not forget, in the Southern Hemisphere, you can find Celesteela, and in the Northern Hemisphere, you can find Kartana. Some classic regional Pokémons that we all know. Mr.Mime can be found in Europe, Kangaskhan can be found in Australia, Tauros in the United States, and Southern Canada, and Heracross Central and Southern American regions. The Pokémon that looks like the Mexican flag and a lucha libre. Hawlucha! The one and only Pokémon that can only be found in Mexico. The key to collecting Vivian, and its different forms, is to send and receive postcards with your friends. The different patterns vary from regions. Comfy, the Pokémon that looks like an lei. Of course, this one can only be found in Hawaii. The Pokémon that is inspired by old mansions and secret keys. Klefki. This Pokémon can be found in France, Luxembourg, UK Southeast Coast, and Western Switzerland. Sigilyph, the Pokémon with a cool design that is inspired on Kachina dolls and the Nazca lines. This Pokémon can only be found in Egypt and Greece. Maractus, the Pokémon that looks like a cactus. He can be found in Mexico, Central America, and South America. Illumise and Volbeat, two Pokémons that are nearly the same. But where do we catch them? Volbeat can be found in Europe, Asia, and Australia, and Illumise can be found in North and South Americas and Africa. Torkoal, a cool Pokémon. He can be found in Western Asian and Southeastern Asian regions. Zangoose and Seviper, the two rival Pokémons. Zangoose can be found in Europe, Asia, and Australia, while Seviper can be found in North and South Americas and Africas. Lunatone can be found in Western Hemisphere, west of Greenwich Meridian Line in Europe and Africa. North and South America. Solrock can be found in Eastern Hemisphere, east of Greenwich Meridian Line in Europe and Africa, Asia, Australia, Middle East. Mime JR is a regional Pokémon that can only be hatched. This Pokémon can only be hatched in Europe from the 5-kilometer eggs. Chatot, the parrot Pokémon, can be found in the Southern Hemisphere. Carnivine, the Pokémon that looks like a human eating plant, can be found in southeastern United States. We should not forget our little friend, Pachirisu. You can encounter Pachirisu in the Arctic Hemisphere regions, parts of Canada, Alaska, and Russia. Heatmor, the ant-eater Pokémon, can be found in Europe, Asia, and Australia. Durant the ant can be found in North and South America and Africa. Blacephalon, the Pokémon that is a buffalo, can be found in New York and surrounding areas. Tropius can be found in African and Middle Eastern regions, and Relicanth can be found in New Zealand and Oceania. Shellos West Sea, the pink one, is found in the Western Hemisphere, while Shellos East Sea, the blue one, is found in the Eastern Hemisphere. Corsola, the coral Pokémon can be found between 31 north and 26 south latitudes, coastal regions only. There are more regional Pokémons like Furfrou and his 6 forms or Oricorio with his 4 forms, but we won't add them all to this video. In case you guys are interested in more regional Pokémons, please let me know. By the way, did you know you can buy Pokécoins for cheap? Just navigate through our Discord server to the channel with the name Speedy Services. Here you can buy coins for cheap, but also find some rare Pokémons for sale. I want to thank you guys for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment what regional Pokémons you're missing. Thanks for watching.